about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can probably tell from the title of this video, the thumbnail, and the lovely rose gold balloons behind me, we are officially debt free. Super exciting. Honestly, in different parts of this month, I did not know if it was going to be possible, but I can officially say it. We are debt free. We paid off Jason's car, and now the only debt that we have is our mortgage. So super duper exciting. I am just so blown away by all of your guys' support, whether it be you guys watching my videos or purchasing from my Etsy shop. You guys really did make this possible. So I just wanted to say thank you. Going forward, you guys are going to see a lot of videos relating to the next step. So now that we have no car payment, what's next for us? And that is something that we're going to be speaking to a financial advisor tomorrow about. And so definitely look out for some videos coming soon about the next steps that we're going to be taking. But I am, like I said, so beyond excited. We actually made our last principal payment towards our car loan a couple days ago, and so it hasn't really set in yet because I haven't shared it with you guys. So it's official, it's on the internet, we are debt free, and I've had a lot of questions about whether or not we are going to do a debt free scream. We decided that we're not going to do one. It's kind of been like a process, but we have actually become debt free like 3 times now, and this is the final time. Next time you get a new car or whatever it may be, it will be with cash. But we just felt like since it's been so many times, like we paid off our student loans, then we paid off my grad school loans, then my car, and now Jason's car, it just doesn't seem as momentous or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, we will do one for sure when we pay off our mortgage, because that is definitely one of our next goals that we want to accomplish, hopefully in the next couple of years. But anyway, that is what's going on. Super exciting that I get to share this with you guys, and that we can go into October with no car payment. That car payment is just ridiculous, and I'm glad that it was over. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at September's numbers, see how we did. You guys are gonna hear a little bit about it, but I got a little bit crazy because I'm like, this car payment has to be gone this month. So I legit went to the store for groceries this past week and calculated how much everything was gonna cost. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the numbers. We can see how we did and talk about some more of our financial goals going forward. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. So I'm just gonna start off with our variable expenses and just kind of go from there. So we're gonna start with electric. So I keep track of all of our like budget expenses on my monthly view, so you can kind of see it's a little bit of craziness. I promise though, there is a method to this madness. It's obviously color coded, and with my weekly check-ins, it makes it really easy to kind of track everything. So I'll show you guys that. But in terms of ComEd, our ComEd bill came in at $138.58, so slightly under. $138.58. And just for tracking purposes, I personally really like to write in like my actual numbers in black, and then if it's under or over, I use red or green. Obviously green is when it's under, so in this case we can go ahead and use green. Our electric has been super iffy lately. I feel like it's higher than it has been in the past, but it's starting to go down a little bit lower because we're not using our electricity as much. So what normally happens is our electricity will go down, but then our gas bill will go up because we're using the heat. So for right now, both of them seem to be pretty low. In terms of gas, our gas bill came in at $30.35. So under as well, which is always really nice. So 40 minus 30.35, we get $9.65 under. Cable and internet was $159.24. 159.24, so also under. So I budgeted 170, it was 159.24, which means that it was $10.76 under. In future budgets, if you've watched my October budget already, I did adjust this to be 159.24. It seemed like it was varying a little bit, but I think that had to do with us like renting movies and stuff like that. So anyway, it should remain at 159.24. If we rent a movie going forward, I will include that in our entertainment budget because I did add an entertainment fund in our sinking fund. I added money to it finally. Now that we're debt free, I figured we can have some like free money there. So anyway, that is that. In terms of groceries and some of the other items that I track in our weekly check-in, I'm going to show you how I do that. And I've done this a lot of times before, but I figured I would just kind of go through and show you. So for groceries, I budgeted $500. So I do $500 and then I subtract out what we had remaining as of the last time we checked in. So that was $52.66, which means that as of the last time that we checked into our budget, we spent $447.34. So I know now when I look at my monthly view, I have to add to the $447.34 anything that wasn't already checked. So you can see as of the 22nd, everything was checked. We did go grocery shopping on Saturday. We needed to get some like burgers and stuff for the weekend, so we just picked up groceries all at once. So we need to add in $42.93 and also $4.05, which brings us to a total of $494.32, which is obviously under budget. And I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about this in just a second. So I haven't filmed my intro to this video just yet, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to say, and I don't know if I'm going to be repeating, but I'm sure you guys will not mind hearing a little bit of extra. But we were under by $5.68. So a little backstory about the reason why we're under is because last week I was unsure of whether we would hit our goal of becoming debt-free. I wasn't sure if we would make enough this month to be able to cover the additional money that we are going to need to pay off the car. And I was just like, okay, we got to do this. I was super determined. And so when it came to groceries and a lot of our expenses, I was really like insane about making sure that they were under budget. And so I actually physically went grocery shopping. We put together a list. What we've had for groceries this week has been very basic. It's been like, we had breakfast one day, we had grilled cheese another day, we had leftover burgers. Like we've been just eating a lot of stuff that we have or that we had already. So when I went grocery shopping, I legit had my phone and I was adding up items as I was putting them in my cart because I'm like, I am not going over budget on groceries. Like I will not do it. This is not going to be the reason why we don't pay off the car. So anyway, I was really crazy about it. I'm sure Jason was like, what in the world are you doing? But I really wanted to accomplish this goal, and I knew that groceries is one of those items that normally I'm okay with spending a little bit of extra money on, but I didn't want that to be what set us apart. So you guys know we had like $50 something left. So normally our grocery bills are close to $120 every week. And so I was going to make sure that that was not going to hold us back. So anyway, that's a little bit about that. In terms of eating out, we do get a set $200, but because we became debt-free, I figured I would let us kind of celebrate a little bit. So that's what we did yesterday. So we budgeted $200 for the month. Last time that we checked in, we had $1,288, which means that we spent $187.12 as of the last check-in. So if I take a look at our monthly view, you can see that we did go out to lunch at Raising Cane, so that was $17.90 there, and that actually set us over by $5.02, which again, I was okay with. That was kind of like mine and Jason's date where we like went, that was kind of our date where we like celebrated my birthday a little bit. So I was okay going over $5. And then because we knew that we were debt free earlier, I knew that we like hit our goal as of, I think, the 29th or 28th, then I was like, okay, we can, you know, celebrate a little bit. So we got ice cream at McDonald's. That was $7.06. And then we actually went out to Benihana yesterday, just me, Jason, and Mila, and that was $55.12 to celebrate. You guys will actually see that in my day in the life video, because I kind of filmed a lot about like finding out we're debt free, paying off the car, all of that. So that brings us to $267.20, which is obviously over. Again, I normally would not let us go over for eating out, but it was kind of like, okay, we hit this milestone, we are debt free, and I knew that we would have enough, that I made enough to cover whatever we were going to spend on eating out. So anyway, that was $67.20 that we are over budget. But again, we are celebrating. I am honestly not mad about that at all. I'm just glad that we hit that goal and that we got to celebrate a little bit, because it's always fun, like when you're working on financial goals, to celebrate a little bit. Again, I wasn't sure if we were going to make it this month, so the fact that we did, the fact that we made it, just makes me even more proud. So anyway, that was that. For formula, we only picked up formula once this month. Mila is going to be off of formula very soon. So that was $38.98. $38.98, which is obviously under, so $38.98. So it is $21.02 under. Macy's lunch, they actually kind of switch things around at her school. So now they're doing free lunches. So sometimes she brings lunch, sometimes she doesn't. But anyway, we spent no money on lunches in September, which means that we are under budget by $100 for that. Okay, gas for our cars. The last time that we checked in, we had, let's see, we budgeted $100. Last time that we checked in, we had $35.42 remaining, which means that we spent $64. If I take a look at our monthly view here, we can see that we, oops, oh no, 100 minus 35.42. Okay, so we filled up Jason's car. That was $26.85. And then he also got a car wash for $3. So that brings us to $94.43. So we are under on that as well. $94.43. And I did up this budget for the next month just because we are driving quite a bit for Macy's school, bringing her there, and then also just because I figure, like with us maybe going to pumpkin patches and stuff like that, the ones that we go to are out of state. So anyway, we may be doing a little bit more driving than normal. Okay, for household, we had $125, and last time we spoke, we actually were over budget by $13.12. So I'm pretty sure we had no other transactions for that. So that was $138.12, and again, that is just $13.12 over. Haircuts, eyelashes, allowances were all the same. Those are items that I take out in cash at the beginning of the month, so there's no chance for them to be over or under. I personally spend all of my allowance. Jason in the past has saved up a lot, but he's made a bunch of big purchases lately, so he hasn't had as much going on. And then sinking funds, we always put in the same amount unless there's something like dramatically going on, but nothing like that happened. Unbudgeted, let's see, nothing new for our monthly view. So you're just over that by $45. And that was when Jason and Macy went to Chestnut. So that was something fun that they did one of the weekends. And then of course we were able to put extra money towards the car. I didn't fill any of that in. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we were over and under. So I'm not going to include the car payment there just because I honestly don't even remember what I thought we were going to be able to put towards it. So we're just gonna go based off of these variable information. So I'm gonna add up all of the positive numbers. So 142, 965, 1076, 568, 2102, $100, 557. And then I'm gonna subtract out all of the negative numbers and $45, which brings us to a positive $28.78. So we were still under budget, which is great. It's always fun to, you know, make those numbers be an even positive number. So anyway, this month went really great. We were very disciplined with our spending because we were really trying to accomplish the goal of paying off the car, which is definitely something that we just really wanted to do. So now that the car is paid off, it actually cleared. We should be getting the title in the next couple of weeks. We do have a little bit of extra money for September, and me and Jason were kind of like going back and forth, like, should we put that towards the mortgage? Should we like split the money and just have some like extra fun money? It's not a ton of money, but we were like really thinking that everything would be going towards the car. And so we're still figuring that out. But regardless, we'll either pay some down for the mortgage or we will have some extra spending money, which will be fun. Going forward, we do have a meeting with a financial advisor on Friday. So I'm hoping that at least in November we'll start contributing to like a 401k or some type of retirement, and we'll also set up a 529 for the girls. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated, do some more videos about like what baby steps we're on, what we're working on now that we are officially debt free. I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys about what we're going to do like going forward for a car if we are in this situation where we need a new car. And basically right now, one car is plenty for us. We don't need two. We're not planning on getting rid of my car just because it is nice to have like just running errands. But if we needed a new car, we would save up for it. That's just the moral of the story. And I think we both agreed that we probably wouldn't buy a brand new car. We would just buy like a slightly used car just because new cars go down in value so much. But I'm hoping that that's not something that we have to worry about for a while. I'm hoping for the next like 5 years we don't have to worry about that. My car has less than 100,000 miles on it. Jason's is like 2 years old. So I'm really hoping that a new car is not something that we have to worry about. But anyway, that is our September budget. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, hearing about our debt-free journey and seeing how we did for September. Let me know what you guys did for September. Did you pay off any debts? Did you save a bunch of money? Are you hoping that October is better? I really hope that we can stick to some of this in October and just really go hard on whatever goals that we're working on. Again, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing for October just because we still have to set up some accounts and all of that. But I'm hoping for November we have like a set goal and we can start contributing to some of those extra accounts. So anyway, let me know how you guys did this month, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see